All right. What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a great night tonight. Hope you're having an awesome week so far. This has been a much better week for myself. Doing well today. So wanted to jump in here and chat a little bit about sleep. It was a topic of conversation between my wife and I just a little bit ago, actually. And so I thought I'd share something that I found that was kind of interesting related to that. So in doing a little bit of research after our discussion, was curious to know or find out which was worse for you, your sleep being interrupted multiple times throughout the night on a regular basis, or getting too little sleep. I think there's a lot of people that experience one of these two, if not both. And it was interesting to see that there was quite a few studies done around both of these to see which one was actually worse for your health. And so if you're a parent like we are, even though our daughter's almost 5 and she sleeps very well, most nights she still wakes us up at least once a night. Last night it was 2 times, and that was a big kicker for my wife. So that got me thinking about it a little bit more. So the research that I did actually showed that waking up every few hours and having that interrupted sleep is actually worse for you than sleeping too little. Obviously, you want to be able to sleep enough, which the recommendation is about 7 to 9 hours. But having that be uninterrupted sleep is actually the most important thing. If you have young kids, somebody that you have to tend to throughout the night, that becomes very challenging. So kind of just got me thinking about, like, how do you deal with that? How do you combat that a little bit to try to make things a little bit better? So found that just very interesting myself. So when you wake up every few hours, it's actually worse than getting too little sleep. A couple tips to kind of make this a little bit better for you are just kind of how you prepare yourself and what you do to sleep, so that number one, you're sleeping better, but if you do have to get up, you can get back to sleep a little bit easier and be more well rested. If it's not specifically a kid or some other reason why you're being called, maybe a pet or something like that, to tend to them throughout the night, and you just don't have great sleeping patterns, great sleeping habits, I think these tips would be super helpful for you. So first of all is, limit alcohol, especially a couple of hours before bed. Same goes with food, especially heavier foods. They tend to sit in your stomach and your body's working to digest them. So it's going to not allow you to fall asleep quite as easily or stay asleep. The second thing is reduce caffeine, especially throughout the day into the afternoon and evening. But I think just overall reducing caffeine, if you drink quite a bit of caffeine, will help your body calm down, settle down, relax a little bit more as you get to the evening time. And you're going to have better sleep results because your body's not either using or whatever, having caffeine in it, or craving it more and causing you to kind of get out of cycle, especially with getting to sleep and stuff like that. This tip comes up every time you talk about sleep, but turning off your screen, your phone, your TV well before you go to bed. And so, don't, scroll on your phone and then try to go to sleep right away. Give yourself at least 30, I think like 60 minutes to have kind of non-screen time, whether you're reading a book, whether you're doing something else, but just allow your eyes to adjust, your brain to kind of shut down from that blue light, so that you're not trying to go to sleep immediately after that. That's definitely something that I don't do very well, but I personally haven't had much trouble sleeping. So for me, I could probably do a little better, but luckily, I don't have to worry about that too much. Exercise, getting regular exercise is definitely one of the things that I always read about and see in terms of the benefits that you can have with sleep. I think for me, I personally just get worn out quite a bit, and so that makes me more tired and ready to fall asleep when the time comes. And lastly is stick to a schedule. Try to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day, even on the weekends. I know that's tough for a lot of people, but if you can try to keep that range in similar time each day, that's going to help you sleep in better patterns. It'll also help you wake up and your body's not trying to adjust to too little or too much sleep on the days in which you're not on schedule. And also too, maybe kind of a little bonus tip there is see kind of what your sleep cycle is like. That might be a little challenging. I know there's like watches and apps and things like that can track your sleep cycles, but I'm sure a lot of people that have kids notice their sleep patterns and how long they sleep in a sleep cycle. I think the average is like an hour and a half, like 90 minutes. And so maybe if you can time like when those would be, that might help you sleep more completely, wake up feeling more refreshed, not wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle and feel like all groggy and everything like that. That's something that I personally have noticed that I benefit from whenever I kind of hit my time in which I normally sleep. I find that I wake up much easier and I feel a lot better, and I'm not either overly tired or overly rested, which is actually a thing that I struggle with a little bit. Is if I sleep too much, even like an extra hour than normal, I wake up and I'm just a little more lethargic than normal. So hopefully those tips were helpful for you in ways in which you can start to think about how you would potentially make some changes throughout your day as you're getting ready for bed that could help you sleep a little bit more. If you're like us and you have a young kid, do everything you can, because you're going to need all the extra help that you can get, because it's inevitable that you're going to wake up. It's just a matter of, can you improve that quality and try to minimize how much time you're up and fall back to sleep a little bit quicker. If you want my 3 specific tips on what I've been doing lately, I actually changed a few things starting at the beginning of this year that have actually really helped me out in falling asleep faster, but also sleeping the whole night through. In fact, I'm a super light sleeper, and last night I didn't even know that Karis woke up twice. So for me, that's a little bit unusual, but it also shows the quality of sleep that I've been getting lately. So if you want those 3 tips, I'd be happy to share them with you. Just reach out, shoot me a message, and I will help you out with those. So thanks for chiming in, and I will talk to you guys soon.